You can have a name and you can register it, but you do not know if you're the first one or not.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief.
So the question is, can I copyright the name of my band? Yes. Should you? No. That's simple. I want to explain why. Thing is, when you have a name, copyright is not the ideal way, because it's hard to prove that you're the first one. Even if you can prove, it's hard to maintain that you're using that name for that product, or it's a brand name or whatever. It's hard. That's why they created Trademark. So the goal of the Trademark is to help you build up your brand. That's one of their goals. So most of the time people will take the path of the trademark when they have a name, especially professional athletes or bands. They register the name. If you do not believe me, just Google the name Linkin Park. You will see that they have trademark on it, or famous artists. You will see that they have trademark on it. So if you have a band, let's say you have a group of people, a band of 3 people, can be more, but let's keep it simple, 3 people, and you have a name, yeah, it's building up. You guys are gonna get famous. You are on the road to becoming successful. Good thing. Let's say you have a name and you want to register as a copyright. The thing is, if you look at the requirements of copyright, so let's discuss copyright. You have copyright itself, the right, and the person that has the copyright, and we have a third person. So when you look at the law gives you some rights, and if you meet the requirements, you get some rights. So we look at the law, Australia law. They give you some requirements. If you meet the requirements, you have copyright. The requirement of copyright is not, I'm repeating, it's not that you have to register. So you do not need to register. This is good because it saves you a lot of money. But the bad thing about this is it's hard for you to prove that you were the first one. This is really hard to prove. So that's the reason why I'm saying that when you have a name, it's better to register as a trademark than copyright. Copyright is a plus. If you meet the requirement, you have it, but otherwise don't. Yeah. So you see here, you have a band name. If you meet the requirements, you have copyright. So you're asking me what are the requirements. I made a video where you can find the requirements of copyright, so you can find it on this channel. Go in the playlist. In the playlist you can find it. So here you have the trademark, the copyright if you have it, and if your band has a copyright on it, then the question is, who's the copyright holder? It can be the one of you guys, or if it's registered as a company. Let's say you register as a company in Australia, then that company has the copyright. So it can be the individual persons, but it can also be the company. So we have a company of the persons, right? Let's say I want to use your name. You can sue me. So I'm the third person. You can sue me if you meet the requirements of copyright. If I want to use your name, I need to get the license to use it, right? The thing is, when you look at trademark, it would technically the same. So you have A, B, and C, right? A is a trademark. B, you have the trademark holder. It can be one person or one company, or the persons and everybody in the band. They can be a trademark holder. The problem with this is an expensive stuff, because when you follow the trademark process, you need to go to a process, and during the process you need to apply for the trademark. You need to make sure that you can get one, and if you do not get one, you lose your money. So it's an expensive process, but when you have it, you have something that's really strong. And you can have, let's say you can have the trademark, and the trademark for certain kind of services and products, for merchandise or something. So you can register your name for product or services for certain kind of merchandise or services you provide, like performance and other stuff. This is really strong, the trademark. Yeah. But if you look at copyright, you just have copyright. If someone used the name somewhere else, you can sue that person, but it's hard to prove that you are the first one because there's no registration requirement. You can have a name and you can register it, but you do not know if you're the first one or not. And here, most of the time with the trademark process, you can prove that you were the first one, and you can prove the date. That's why I'm saying, if you look at this question, can I copyright my the name of my band? Yes, you can if you meet the requirements, but you do not need to register it. But you can register it, but that doesn't mean that you have at that moment copyright on it. Maybe someone had used it earlier and they can prove that they have copyright on it, so it's not that strong. That's why I recommend you to look at Trademark and go through the Trademark way. So you have two way. You have the copyright way and you have the Trademark way. If you have a band, I would go to Trademark way. It's much faster, it's expensive, but at the end of the day, you are protected. Yep. So if you have a band and you have question about this and you do not know how it works, or you want to know more about these kind of things, you can just join the Law Center. You can ask me questions directly. If you have a legal issue as a band with Trademark and you do not know what to do, you can join our legal session and you can get there some free advice. We can help you during the legal session. And if you find this information useful, buy me some coffee. It's $3 or $5. Support us. I will see you in the next video.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief. Know what I want, so I'll take it on. I've made mistakes, but mistakes make you strong. Let's break it down for a minute. I want the crown, I'm gon' get it. You hear me loud, man, I'm winning. Yeah, Charlie Sheen.